Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Radiant Historia, Perfect Chronology. Let's see if we can't find those Granorg soldiers in Alma Mine. Now, at this part, you want to be a little careful to pull this boulder all the way to the right, because if you don't do that, it'll cause a chain reaction into the other barrel of explosives, and you won't be able to get through them. You need two barrels to get through the whole thing. So let's get that guy out of the way. And before heading up there, let's go over here first. Out of my way. Damn sandworms. Or, well, they're not sandworms, but close enough.
Yes.
They're in the ground. Okay, so before heading on any further, I need to change my setup a bit here. So let's see. Now, if you got Stocke up to level 10, he'll have the fire spell, and I would highly recommend using him as your primary damage dealer with magic instead of Rainy, because, well, she's available on both paths, or both timelines, unlike Rosch. So I would recommend actually bringing Rosch in purely for the experience, and really, let's see, my magic stats. Yeah, actually, Stocke is better than Rainy on magic stats, because I didn't get a magic spear for her yet. So, but okay, so I do want to bring in Marco, though. And let's see, I don't think I really need anything else for him. No, that'll do, just give him some heavy armor there. And Rosch is the same as before there. Okay, so now, let's see, let's bring in Marco there. Heal up a little bit, and we'll be good to go. So basically what I like to do is have Marco with, what was that? With magic boost, and then let my magic do the damage, and that's my strategy for a lot of the early game boss fights, once that becomes available. But alright, let's continue onward then. Now, I'll eventually be a little quiet so you guys can hear the music coming up here.
Look, there they are.
Nice.
They must have used those explosives to blast open the entrance and get in. The cave-in before was probably caused by the explosion. We used explosives on our side of the entrance first, but the cave-in happened much closer to this side.
Or it could have been the barrel of explosives that we set off right there?
Whoa, so wait. We almost got buried alive because of them?
No, but if you want to protect your poor planning, then hey, go nuts. Project it onto them.
Hey, could you keep it down a little? They'll hear us.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, didn't you used to be a spy? Come on.
There's more than I expected. Maybe more than we can handle.
Nuts.
Any ideas, Stocke?
Nope, you're screwed.
Well, let's try those explosives.
How are you going to pull that off?
What? We do that and we'll be buried alive for sure.
That's the idea.
Actually, I think we'll be okay. Those explosives over there aren't as powerful. Not powerful enough to cause a collapse anyway.
How do you know that? They're in a barrel.
But even a weaker explosive can make a great weapon.
Then that's what we'll do. At the very least, it ought to thin them out.
And how are you going to get up close to those explosives to set them off without them killing you first?
How do you make the most outlandish decisions with such a straight face?
Oh, he's a JRPG protagonist there, Rosch.
And again, you've always been like that. Okay, we have our plan.
I think I see why this guy's Stocke's best friend now.
We'll handle igniting the explosives. You guys finish off the remaining soldiers.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Ready, Keel?
The fate of Alistel rests on our hands. No pressure.
Yes, sir. This'll be my first time in a real fight.
Are you scared? It's okay. That's natural.
Only fools have no fear.
Psych yourself up by giving a big yell from the pit of your stomach. Now let's get going.
Now, or when we get into the fray? It's go time! Aim what?
Eat this!
Whoa! Oh, that must be high fiber. Holy cow! By fiber be purged! Aha. Impossible! How dare you actually bother to defend yourselves?
Kill! Time to cut loose!
Yes, sir.
Now, in front of everyone? Oh, right. Well, now it's time to cut loose for boss time!
Can't get careless. This is looking bad.
Can't go wrong with pipe organ for boss music. Kick ass! Okay, so, first things first, get magic boost going on Stocke there, and I'm gonna try and take these guys out one or two at a time.
The trick.
Between an assault and a good fire spell. Oh, okay, well, you got two. I didn't expect to get two right off the bat like that. Okay, let's see. Now, we're doing okay on healing, so we can just keep on going like this. But you want to keep an eye on your HP. If you get below 100 or so, I'd start thinking about healing. But so far, we're handling this a bit better than I thought we would. And, okay, I think we can take out the rest of them pretty easily. Don't even need Marco to help out in healing. This boss music was one of the big things that helped me start me falling in love with the game. Just, the music in this game is just so good. But alright, took care of them pretty easily there.
We did it.
Well, I did it, but yeah.
Well done, Keel. You did great back there.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, if you didn't have Stocke up to level 10, I would recommend using Rainy as your magic user for the fights.
We'd never have pulled off such a bold plan without the two of you.
Come on, enough of that. You're embarrassing me.
Yeah, we all shared in the murdering.
Captain!
The pillaging.
I see you've taken care of the boulders.
Hey!
Yes, sir.
Oh, gone now.
We've handled them already.
We burned their corpses.
Well done, everyone. Our first campaign couldn't have gone better. Now, this is the only loose end left. My orders are to seal the entrance, but...
Well, that would probably be a good idea, so they can't keep on coming in.
Is there a problem with that?
Not really. It just feels like a waste.
What do you mean?
I'm wondering if we could use Granorg's plan here against them, mount a counteroffensive.
Oh, I see. You're right.
I wouldn't recommend it. They'll be watching for us to make a move like that.
You're right. If I came up with a plan that easily, they had to have thought of it first.
Yeah, he's played this JRPG before.
Well, besides, this path is too narrow. A whole brigade would never be able to squeeze through. Fair enough. We seal this place just as ordered.
Use as many
That
explosives
should do it.
as you need.
But couldn't they just blast it open again?
We'll post a guard here, but I doubt they're dumb enough to try the same trick twice. In which case, mission complete. Let's head back to Alistel.
Now that it's over, it feels like it all ended too soon. Did we really just win our first victory?
Maybe this is all a dream.
Yeah. But...
Say but again.
You know, you're right. But our COs did all the heavy lifting.
That's why we're commanders.
Nonsense. You all did well. I may have been hoping for the best, but inside I was bracing for the worst. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome than this.
Hey, you never know.
Captain,
But don't go thinking you're hardened vets just yet. Once we get home, you'll be going through some harsh training. There won't be any breaks. I'll run you all so hard, you'll wish you had died today.
Dude!
So you better be prepared.
What is wrong with you? Okay. Yeah, of course he is.
I don't think so. Sergeant Stocke, thank you. What you said before the mission about not letting any of us die,
It worked.
it meant a whole lot to me. Thank you very much, sir.
Aw.
Sure.
Not one for conversation, huh, Stocke?
It's over already?
Yeah, too bad we didn't have a chance to explore this room.
It is. You two did well in there.
We never do, actually.
Let's go back to Alistel.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to rest here a while longer.
Huh? Go nuts?
You go on ahead, Stocke.
All right.
There were some bumps along the way, but that went well. I think we can get through this even if we're not part of Special Intelligence anymore.
Probably. I was surprised the other guys were so green, though. That's why I froze up. I had no clue that's how it was gonna turn out.
Well, worked. Thanks for keeping the bench warm.
That's not the only reason you froze up, is it, Rainy?
What do you mean by that?
Huh?
It's because of where we are. The Alma Mine. After everything that happened here, I can't say I blame you.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Come on, let's get moving.
Yeah, it's probably not important.
We made it. For a while there, I didn't know what was gonna happen to us.
Yes. Twice is enough for that particular experience, thank you.
You've been in a cave-in before?
Well, yeah, we're adventurers.
Oh, well, yeah. The mercenary troop we used to be in was wiped out by one.
Nuts.
We had taken a job from Alistel to guard the mine. A horde of monsters suddenly appeared, and we were swept up in an enormous melee. Then one of the monsters broke the support beam holding up the ceiling.
Whoa.
I don't suppose I need to tell the rest of it, do I?
So you were buried alive? That would have been the end for most. I'm surprised you two survived.
Well, we got high luck stats.
You and me both. I still can't believe we made it out.
We were grateful to have lived, but Rainey and I had nowhere to go afterwards.
Didn't you say you were working for Alistel?
That's when Heiss gave us a place in the SI.
Oh, you mean your job?
I see. There's no predicting Heiss.
But there's still something that bothers me.
This again, Rainey?
What's this about?
Mark still won't believe me. But I swear that monster came specifically to destroy that support beam.
Oh, really?
Mark and I were practically on a silver platter in its path, but it ignored us.
That's odd.
He insists I'm just imagining it, mind you.
Because if that were true, it would mean monsters have some semblance of intelligence.
Well, the goblins could get pretty tough.
And one causing its own death through a cave-in would indicate the opposite.
Well, they caused their own death by trying to kill us.
How do you reconcile that?
How should I know? It must have had its reasons.
As I keep saying, it's all in your head.
Yeah, probably. It's just, yeah, your imagination.
It's just your imagination, Rainey. And if it isn't, all it means is that we were unlucky.
And round we go. I'm telling you, it was making a beeline for that support beam.
Don't get too worked up over it. It's in the past.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Putting it out of your mind is the best way to get beyond it.
Or getting drunk like that monster.
I agree completely.
All right, I get it. Either way, whatever happened, happened. No point bickering over it now. Okay, that's enough talk about that. Let's get going.
Aw, I like the happy little
You've returned, Stocke.
little happy music there.
You have begun walking the path of a soldier. It will not be an easy journey.
How hard could it possibly be?
But should you falter, look around you. There will always be people there to lend their support. Now, let us add a new chapter to the White Chronicle.
Oh, yeah, I suppose they give you this message either way, depending on which path you started with.
Just in case, do you want to record your actions?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Let's just move on to Chapter 1. Done with prologue on both sides? Oh, well, yeah, I'd imagine we'd have some adversity in our line of work. How's it going?
Terribly sorry for my tardiness. I hope you can forgive me as well, High Colonel Diaz.
Perish the thought, Count Selva. I've only just arrived myself.
Ah, very good. So then, Queen Protea,
I like Selvon's outfit there.
what is it you have summoned us to do for you today?
What do you think? Ever since the Alistelians took the Sand Fortress back, our front line has been receding. And now, the surprise attack on Alma Mine has failed as well. You will make an accounting of yourselves for this.
Indeed we will, Your Majesty. And my sorrow over this failure is heartfelt.
An operation is already underway to recapture the Sand Fortress. Be assured of that. We owe much to Count Selvon's corps for keeping the enemy occupied at Alma Mine.
The rookies.
Think of it as mere bait for the real prize, and it's well worth the sacrifice.
If you say so, then I won't press the subject. But if you fail to take back the fortress after all this...
I'm keenly aware of the consequences.
That is all. You are excused.
Yeah, we'd probably get to your city and start killing everyone.
Yes, Your Majesty.
By your leave. So, what is on Her Majesty's official schedule of events today? Will she be spectating as the gladiators tear each other limb from limb for her amusement?
What gladiators?
Or will she be attending services to worship the young boys in the choir?
What kind of worshipping? Don't answer that, viewers.
What a busy life our queen leads.
Leave it be. It suits a wench like her.
Pitiful. Just shameful.
I have to thank you for speaking on my behalf in there, Diaz. I'd as soon not become the latest target in Pin the Tail on the Scapegoat for that wench.
Well, isn't Alistel the scapegoat?
Think nothing of it. But you should know that we prepared quite thoroughly for the operation at Alma Mine.
I like the camaraderie between Diaz and Selvon.
Yet Alistel saw through the ruse immediately and mounted a quick counteroffensive. It's that accursed watchdog.
Which one?
Heiss, you mean? It's true that he has an unusually keen nose.
Well, it is big enough. Holy cow!
He sniffs out all our schemes, one after the other.
I mean, just look at the size of that schnoz.
It's to the point where I wonder if he doesn't know the plans beforehand.
No, of course not. Now you're just talking crazy.
But if we change our perspective slightly, he may become another tool in our arsenal.
Bribery?
What are you hinting at?
I can't say this too loudly, but there's a man above Heiss.
Well, yeah, he is on the second floor.
So we should be able to take similar measures. Well,
Tell me, Selvon, how far would you be willing to take this?
Well, if you don't succeed, you're probably gonna die.
We've been taking risks ever since we raised that commoner to a queen on her beauty alone.
And the color of her hair.
I'm not saying that this can be done swiftly, but having broached the possibility to you, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
I see. I have no objection, but I'm a warrior at heart, and I'd like to apply our own skill to the situation a bit more. While true that our army is at a disadvantage, Alistel's side also overreaches, I think. There are times when their supply route is unguarded.
What supply route?
How characteristic of you. All I wanted for the moment was your consent.
I've already made a move. If we take the Sand Fortress, they'll be woefully undersupplied.
Oh, that supply route.
The thaw machines that make up their main force are expensive and difficult to maintain.
What thaw machines? We haven't used anything.
With their supply lines cut, they're as good as annihilated.
I see. Then I'll make the necessary negotiations before the next meeting.
What negotiations?
I'll be counting on it.
Count on me all you need. Bending the assembly to our will is my job.
I am the Count, after all.
Yours is to go out and oversee fruitful operations.
And all of it.
For our kingdom.
That captain sure is an interesting guy.
You're right. You don't find people of his caliber that often in Alistel.
What do you mean?
And man, compared to Stocke, the difference is night and day.
But we both have the same colored outfits.
It's hard to believe the two of them could end up best friends.
There isn't much to it. It just so happened that we served with each other in the same brigade.
So you're war buddies.
Aren't we all?
The two of you must have gone through a lot together. That's the feeling I get anyway. Could just be me.
I've got to admit, I'm a little jealous. I've always wanted to have that kind of camaraderie.
Aww.
You think we could ever work on that level, Stocke?
Aren't we already there?
Yeah.
I like their different reactions.
Hey, it's Keel!
There you are. Dr. Sonia is asking for Sergeant Stocke to report to medical. I'm to bring you.
Right now?
Sonia's calling me.
Right. Follow me, Sergeant. I promised Sonia I'd return with you.
Is that in order?
Oh, really? You made a promise with a beautiful doctor, huh?
That's his job.
Oh, I didn't know you had it in you, Keel.
You animal.
Oh no, I'm just... well, I... Please don't make fun of me.
All right. I'll go see what she needs.
Oh, and Sergeant? Would you happen to have any spare time coming up?
Could you teach me that sword dancing I wanted to learn?
I'd really like to improve with my sword by training under someone with your skill. I'm confident in my form for ceremonies, but when it comes to actual combat...
I'll see if I can make some time for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
He and Rosch are really close, huh?
Well, yeah.
Well, color me curious.
Agreed. Anyway, we should get going.
Are you coming with me?
Yeah, come on!
Or not? Yeah, I like how with the scene with Diaz and Selvon, how they have not just that camaraderie, but just having scenes like that, seeing the bad guys plotting behind the curtains. We need more of that in JRPGs instead of having everything being from the perspective of the protagonists and all that. So, yeah, it's a nice touch. Not to mention not having bad guys who are constantly trying to stab each other in the back. What did Dr. Sonia want to talk to Stocke about anyway? Find out next time. time on Let's Play Radiant Historia, Perfect Chronology. This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!